everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. In the last one, it was glow season. We got attacked by creatures. I wouldn't say monsters, but they were creatures or something from outside. They broke down our door. We unfortunately had to kill one. I don't love doing that, but we had to survive. So I guess let's go ahead and get started. It was also our birthdays, so we are now 11. We're pretty happy because I think we had to rest. Let's check everybody. Look for bubbles. Cal's got some bubbles. You're looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else, one of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded. "Hey," they exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face and throwing it to the ground. "It's Cirrus, one of Anemone's brothers. He glares at you." "I was almost done." Cal jogs over and grabs Cirrus in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. "Dude, you were so close." Cirrus stamps his feet and complains that you got in his way. "It's not her fault," Cal says. "She didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec. I want to teach her how to play." Cal turns to you as Cirrus leaves. "Sorry, Heather," he says sheepishly. "I was teaching Cirrus a new game, but he's more like Anemone than I thought. Real competitive, you know." He stoops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. "I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball," he says. "No winners or losers. I just want to have fun with my friends." Cal looks at you hopefully. "Do you want to learn how to play?" That sounds like a total waste of time. Let me check my schedule. Yes. We'll be nice. Yes. Cal's smile looks like it's going to stretch right off his face. "Radical," he shouts, jumping up and down with excitement. "Okay, so first put on this blindfold." The blindfold is a little scratchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands on your shoulder. "I'm going to spin you around, and when I let go, you got to listen to my instructions. We're going to walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay?" You nod. You can't see Cal's grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around and counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. "First," Cal says, "you got to walk forward 10 steps. Do you follow Cal's instructions as best you can or make things difficult for him? Let's not be a jerk." You take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches under your feet. "Yeah," Cal says. "Now turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door." You turn to the right and walk forward, counting out 15 steps. When you stop, Cal laughs. You can hear his footsteps crunching behind you. "I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away." You take 2 more steps until your outstretched hands land on the warm metal of the door. Success! "Awesome," Cal says. You can't help but smile. This is fun. Now hit the door button on the right, and then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? You open the door and start to walk forward. The path slopes downward, and your feet slip a little bit. Even though you're moving as slowly as you can, real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of the stratospheric. "It's turbo rocky here," Cal says, and you feel an uneasiness prickle up the back of your arms. Just keep going forward slowly. Can you trust him? What's this? Need empathy. Well, I do not have that. You try to do as you're told, but after a few steps, your foot knocks against a sprawling root and you fall forward, catching yourself on your hands and knees. Ouch! You tear off the blindfold, a sudden rush of tears flooding your eyes. Cal's beside you in an instant, kneeling on the rocks. "Are you okay?" he asks. You look down at yourself. Your knees and hands are pretty scraped up and your pride is bruised, but other than that, you're okay. Cal helps you stand. "I'm sorry, Heather. I'll be a better helper next time. He asks if you want to get some potato juice at the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming more games where there are no winners or losers. Okay. I guess that does take some portion of time, maybe? No, that's just the season. So I guess those events don't really take time. Let's talk to Dis. You slip through the colony gates, feeling the breeze from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around for Dis, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he went to class today? Probably not. As you're about to return to the colony, you hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores and find Dis curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away, he mutters. Are you okay? Okay, I have no persuasion. I'm fine, Dis sniffles. Just leave me alone. Do you want to talk about it? Why don't you go ask my sister, he mumbles. Tange is so mature. She knows everything. I'm just a sensitive little crybaby who doesn't know anything. Dis wraps his arms around his legs and hides his face in his knees. I hate her, he mutters. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. He rubs his nose on his sleeve. Except for you, I guess. Sometimes it feels like you're the only person who ever tried to be my friend. He was the one we picked as a friend in the first place. Okay, anyone else? Doesn't look like it. So, my toughness has really gone up. I can do defense training. That would be combat animals friends with anemone. I don't really care about being friends with anemone as much. I wonder if combat would help us, though. Sports ball. I think we need to is bravery, which we're pretty decent on. I wish there was a better reasoning option. I think we need like level 10 to work with the animals. I just don't know. That's not it, though. Because this would give me more biology, and I guess that would help me with animals. Life sciences, biology. I'm trying to click on you. Why won't you stay? So I can look at that. Ew, I could register for engineering classes. Oh, let's do that. Using Congruence's HoloNet scheduling system is almost a test of its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but manage to add your name to the list of drop-in students. Okay, you're now eligible to join Tangent and some of the older students in engineering. Oh, that's exciting. And that didn't really count for my day, I don't think. 2 reasoning, 1 engineering. I like that. Let's get to reasoning. Professor Hal rubs his hands together as he waits for the class to settle down. He's in a great mood. This must be his favorite subject to teach. If biology and chemistry are the wet sciences, then engineering must be a dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. He winks. It's weird. We'll also be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy. Tangent raises her hand. Will we also learn about nuclear engineering, she asks. Professor Hal nods. Yes, at a beginner level. We'll have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine rooms to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony. Okay, so we're doing this. It doesn't actually require more. As you get older, challenges can have conditions. The challenge suit, social, mental, or physical, determines what conditions can appear and which decks will work best. Try to collect social yellow cards if you want to win battles for social skills. Empathy, persuasion, creativity, bravery. Okay, so we have this one that's social. It's not really what I was trying to do, though. I guess this is toughness. And I don't know what this one is yet. I mean, it's a reasoning card. I guess it could be blue. It stands to reason, I guess, that it's blue, because this is blue, this is yellow, and this is red. Okay, so I guess I'll do this, this, and this. This says it gets 1. And then I guess I would want to add in that one also. Because I guess we're supposed to try to get super goal anyway. Okay, so we did win. And I got +4 engineering, +2 reasoning. I have been trying to figure out how to get reasoning. Okay, so it's next month. I guess I'd like to go out, but let's check and see if anyone has anything to say first. Sneak out. I do like exploring. Oh, so it looks like there's new stuff. Oh, every season I guess there's new stuff. Is this something to gather? No. Ooh, isn't that adorable? What's Pop? Okay. A large woolly blue creature is floating here, a meter off the ground. It seems to be upside down, which is causing it some distress. Its segmented legs kick uselessly in the air as it tries to right itself. This must be a float cow. The colony is working on domesticating these, though you haven't seen one up close. Her slitted eyes look at you imploringly. She makes a helpless lowing noise and tries to flip over, but she can't. I do not want to pop that. We're gonna leave. Perhaps I could go back in? Go home. No. I don't want to do... Okay, let's see. Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There are some meager-looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get them. Let's try to salvage. You pull up a handful of wrinkly tubers. They're probably supposed to be potatoes eventually, or maybe yams. It's hard to tell. You dig around a little longer, but it's already pretty picked over. Okay. I didn't get anything out of that. You sneak up to the expedition's office at the colony gates. Nobody has seen you yet. The lively hustle through the gates kind of makes you miss your friends inside. If you want to go home, you can sneak back through the drain pipe. Let's keep exploring. I was hoping I can get... Ooh, who are you? Who are you? You spot Surveyor Utopia on the path. It looks like she's setting up some kind of equipment. If she catches you sneaking out, you'll be in trouble for sure. You stumble on a root and Utopia's head flies up. She scans the trees in your direction. Let's... I could sneak up and watch what she's doing, or I could try to get past her. Let's sneak up and watch what she's doing. I'm kind of interested. She's setting up a hive for photograph drones. She unpacks a pyramid-shaped box and stands back. When she activates it, hundreds of tiny flying robots shoot out of the top and spread out over the canopy, taking photographs and reading from everything in the area. In a few hours, they'll return and automatically combine their data of the area and everything in it. You make a note to stay out of sight while they're active. You don't want to get caught. Okay. I did not want to pop that cow. I guess I need animal stuff. I was also looking for potentially some new things to pick up. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. It might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during the rainy season. If you were older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. Let's give them a friendly pet. You like mush trees. You give one a pet and are surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree, though, but a camouflaged creature lying against the trunk. It's small and looks a little like an octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's giving it a hug. We've already done that. I guess that's perception, though, because it's like, I guess I noticed it. Okay, let's do like one more. Is that something I can pick up? Medicinal roots. Okay. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blob grass. Okay, we have already done this. Let's try to get out. Oh, that guy. I guess I need... It's a perception challenge, so I probably need toughness stuff. I guess 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do that. Oh, I don't have that, but let's do 3, 0, 0. And I guess we'll do that one. That didn't help us at all. Next round, but I should be able to just get it anyway here. 0, 1, 2, 2. Oh, super goal. Okay, that's good. I got +2 perception. Alright, yeah, we've had that one before. Ooh, a new perk. Perception level 1. Highlight collectibles. All collectibles glow. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh, you're adorable and cute. I don't think I have enough, though, to do this. So let's see if maybe we can find any more collectibles that we missed this way. I didn't see any, but I don't necessarily know what I'm looking for. So I guess let's go back to the drain pipe. Anything back this way? Yeah. I might be able to get one more in, but we're doing that. 2 bravery +2 perception. It's late quiet. Early pollen. So next month. Anyone need anything? Dad. Ooh. Awesome. Let's talk to Dad. You meet your dad adjusting a water bot in your mom's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit, his eyes runny and red. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People were hardly ever ill in the stratospheric, except sometimes when the 0G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says nasally. I'll be fine. It's just this pollen making my head a little stuffy. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged with pink from all the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay, your mom cuts in, carrying a large bouquet of flowers. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom this time of year. She buries her nose deep in them, and they smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful. Then he blows his nose loudly, sniff the flowers tentatively. They do smell good, and they look harmless. Your dad's eyes look so sad, but maybe that's just the allergies. Hey, Heather, I know the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around the quarters wing. It probably would. I do want to get into the animal stuff, though. Do I have enough defense training? Okay. You attend your first session of Security Chief Rhett's self-defense classes. It's a small class, mostly security officers and other adults. You and Anemone are the only kids. She gives you a wink and a cheesy thumbs up as you listen to Rhett rant about how everyone in the colony needs to learn self-defense. You could be walking alone, thinking you're safe within the walls, and a flying animal could swoop out of the sky. Then what would you do? Rhett chops the air with his hand. I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to chop that beast right in the throat. Hi-ya! He points at the assembled class. But only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. And the only way to learn is by doing. He wants to volunteer for a demonstration. I do. Okay. The security chief doesn't scare you. Or so you pretend. Rhett is like the biggest adult you know, and he's so intense. You step forward, and Rhett nods as he crouches down. Okay, he says, I'm a manticore, stalking you through the forest. What do? I kick it in the face. Nope. You try to kick Rhett as he approaches you. He easily grabs your foot and flips you onto the mat. Ouch! Wrong. Use your brain, Heather. The first thing you do is call for help. Then you run. Rhett grabs your forearm and hauls you off the ground. Only engage with the enemy when there's no other alternative. No one walks away from a fight without getting hurt, so the first rule of self-defense is to not put yourself in situations where you need to fight. Anemone still thinks you're cool for acting tough. She gives you another thumbs up. Once you've learned situational awareness, we'll move on to hand-to-hand self-defense, drawing on a variety of martial arts. Only when I'm confident that you're ready will we advance to weapons. There aren't that many weapons in the colony, mostly stun gloves and batons and a few blast rifles. You hope you don't have to use them, but it'll be good to know how. Okay. So we would want these ones. It does seem best to get 3. It does seem that, like, this is best. We did get the goal. I could rearrange it, but we did win, so it's fine. I'm okay with that. We are very stressed out, so we do have to rest today. I don't think we have any other options. Ooh, look at it all pink and pink. Let's see if anyone has any bubbles. See if there's anything to collect. I'm excited that it now lights up. I guess we're gonna have to rest. Let's just relax. You're hanging out in the lounge and watching vids when Marz pulls you out of the cushions. She has a devious look on her face. Heather, it's your lucky day. You get to help me clean my bedroom. How is that lucky? She puts her hands on her hips. Because you get to hang out with me all day, of course. And bonus, I might let you read my holomags. You know, I wouldn't trust just anyone near all my most precious things. Okay, fine. Really? She laughs. That was easy. Follow me. My dads say it has to be finished by tonight, so we better get started. Marz's room is worse than you expected. The door barely opens because there's so much junk in the way. It's mostly clothes. Marz has an extensive wardrobe and spends all her kudos at the nanoprinters making more. She plops down on her bed. I'll be the supervisor, she says. You should start by taking the dirty clothes down to the laundry. Well, if we want relationship, we might work hard. You wash and fold, sweep, and put everything away. It's tiring work, but it feels good to make progress. Marz just sits and reads old beauty magazines on her holopalm. Hello, Princess. Marz's dads, Uncle Al and Uncle Bernie, pop their head through the door after a few hours. They're everyone's uncles, and as usual covered in layers of dust from the sawmill. How's the cleanup going? Marz scrambles to turn off her holopalm and jumps off the bed to help you pack away the last of her school supplies. Oh, I see, Uncle Bernie puts his hands on his hips. You recruited a friend to help, did you? Heather, he asks you. Did Marz clean too, or did you do all the work here? It was me, all me. Marz helped. Of course she did, Uncle Al says with a smile that says he doesn't believe you at all, because she knows she gets her allowance for doing her chores. Not just being our perfect little girl. They tell you to finish up and get ready for dinner. After they leave, Marz looks a little put out by the exchange. My dad and Papa are the best, obviously, she says, but they're always trying to teach me these lessons. Don't they know that being this fabulous is hard work too, she pouts. She swipes her holopalm to give you a couple kudos, your share of her allowance. Stick with me, and I'll teach you to be fabulous too one day. Okay, I assume that we got... I don't want to forget cards. Thank you. You're finishing up breakfast in the common area when Marzipan struts in. Look at you eating cereal, she says, turning her nose up at you. I'll bet you don't even know what date today is. Your birthday? No, you dummy, she exclaims, swatting your shoulder. My birthday is at the first month of wet season. You better remember that. Okay, so we did learn her birthday. Today, she announces to the room, is St. Valentine's Day. Dis and Cal wander over to hear more. Back on Earth, Marz explains, it was a day when everyone had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And then you put the sweets under your pillow, and it makes you dream about who you're going to marry. And there are decorations of hearts and arrows. And pigs. Cal laughs. Pigs? We don't even have pigs here. Before Marz can answer, Dis snorts. This is dumb. Marzipan just made it up to get free candy. He rolls his eyes and walks away. As he leaves, Marz shouts at his back. Well, nobody was going to pick you anyway. You stink. Valentine's Day sounds like fun. I know who my best friend will be. Valentine's Day sounds like fun. Cal nods, clapping his hands excitedly. I'm going to tell all the other kids about it, Marz says. So you go around and find your best friend and give them a gift. She points her finger at you. Make sure you do it by the end of the day or it doesn't count. And if too many people want to be my best friend, she adds, I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair. She tosses her hair over her shoulders and laughs. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's where we're going to go ahead and end this episode. In the next one, I guess we'll talk to the people with bubbles, see what they have to say. I want to try getting some more animal stuff, so we might be able to do some things with the animals out there. But yeah, that's going to be everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!